Hey, my fellow anglers and friends. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your fishing buddy, and today we're diving deep into what promises to be an intriguing day on the water. We're talking about November 24th, 2025, a day when the autumn chill truly sets in across much of the United States. And let me tell you, this day is going to be special, full of opportunities for those who know where and how to look. It's that time of year when fish are making big moves, getting ready for winter. And if you play your cards right, you could be landing some real trophies. Stick around because I'm going to share some insider tips that will help you turn a potentially tough day into a truly memorable one. We'll uncover why the fish will be biting, or perhaps a little shy, and exactly what to do about it. First up, let's talk about our finned friends and the best ways to trick them into biting on this late fall day. I've got my eyes on a few key players that are going to be active and hungry. Largemouth bass. My friends, bass are still on the chew. As water temperatures continue to drop, these smart predators will be looking for comfort and easy meals. You'll want to focus your efforts on those transitional areas where the shallows meet the deeper water. Think main lake points, bluff walls, and rocky banks. Also, don't overlook cover in the backs of creeks and tributaries, as well as deeper holes, current breaks, and underwater ledges. For tackle, a swim bait on a jig head is going to be your best friend. Work it slowly. If you're hitting shallow cover, a square bill crankbait crashing into logs and rocks can trigger some aggressive reaction bites. For deeper structure like rock piles and humps, a deep diving crankbait will help you locate those schooling fish. Striped bass. For my coastal warriors, the striped bass bite should remain strong, especially in the mid-Atlantic regions. These migratory giants are actively chasing baitfish in larger bays, estuaries, and nearshore waters, making November a prime time. Look for signs of baitfish like diving birds. They often signal stripers pushing bait to the surface. Target channel edges, depth contours, and man-made structures such as bridge pilings, jetties, and artificial reefs. These are classic ambush points. Remember, as the water cools, stripers tend to hold deeper. So, for tackle, reach for large, soft plastic paddle tails or swim baits on jig heads. Bucktails are also traditional winners. Work them with a retrieve that mimics a fleeing baitfish. If you're trolling, tandem-rigged bucktails or umbrella rigs, pulled behind inline weights, will help you get down to where the fish are holding. Redfish. Down in the southern coastal and Gulf regions, redfish are going to be a fantastic target. As water temperatures continue their cooling trend, the water often becomes clearer, and these powerful fish start schooling up in the shallows. This sets up some incredible sight fishing opportunities on those sunny, calm days, especially around low tide. Concentrate on grass flats near oyster bars, grassy potholes, and even deeper boat docks and channels. Live shrimp, pinfish, or croakers on a Carolina rig or suspended under a popping cork are always traditional winners. For artificials, soft plastic shrimp imitations fished very slowly are an absolute must. Freshwater trout. For those who love the clear waters of rivers and streams, trout, especially rainbow trout, will be comfortable and active in the cooler temperatures. Many states, like Texas, even begin their annual stocking programs around this time. You'll find them shifted into slower seams and deeper runs, seeking out those slightly cooler, more stable waters. Light tackle is key here. Consider using hand-tied flies on a fly rod, or if you prefer spin fishing, spinners, small spoons, streamers, and nymphs can be very effective. Have an array of baits ready, as their preferences can change throughout the day. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of why the fish will be behaving the way they are. Weather. Looking at November 24th, 2025, across much of the United States, we're generally expecting cool and often windy conditions. While I can't give you an exact daily forecast a year out historically, late November sees daytime air temperatures ranging from the low 50s to the low 40s in many areas, with overnight lows often dipping into the 30s. We might see some atmospheric pressure fluctuations with passing weather systems. A dropping barometer often signals an active feeding window as fish prepare for a change. However, if a cold front has just passed, you might encounter high, stable pressure and bluebird skies, which can sometimes give the fish a case of lockjaw. There's always a chance of light precipitation, particularly if a front is moving through, so be prepared for anything. Water temperature. The big story here is the continuing cooling trend of the water. Surface temperatures in many bays and larger lakes will likely be in the low 50s, with river temperatures a bit cooler, perhaps in the mid-40s. This temperature shift is crucial. It forces fish to seek out warmer pockets, think rocky areas, shallower wood, or sun-exposed flats, or to move to deeper, more stable thermal zones where the temperature is more consistent. This often boosts their metabolism, making them want to eat, but also makes them a bit more particular about presentation. Moon phase. On November 24th, 2025, the moon will be in a waxing crescent phase, just a few days past the new moon, with around 15 to 17% illumination. Many experienced anglers believe that fish activity remains fairly high during phases influenced by the moon, particularly around tide changes in saltwater. While it's not a full moon, this early stage after the new moon can still offer subtle positive influences on the bite. Overall activity. Considering all these factors, the general fish activity for November 24th, 2025 across the United States is going to be moderate to good. It's that beautiful autumn transition where many species are actively feeding and getting ready for the colder months. The cooling water concentrates fish, making them hungry, but also a bit particular, demanding a slower, more deliberate approach. Expect active feeding periods throughout the day, especially during prime temperature windows when the sun has had a chance to warm up those shallows. Overall, I'd give the fishing a solid good rating, with the potential for excellent if you hit those pre-front windows or find those key warmer pockets. So, my friends, that's the lowdown for November 24th, 2025. Get out there, be safe, and may your lines be tight. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a big thumbs up if you found it helpful, and ring that notification bell so you never miss another forecast. And tell me in the comments below, what are your plans for fishing this week? What's your go-to late fall lure? I love hearing your stories and tips. Until next time, tight lines, everyone, and may your nets be full.